What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome back. Triple Nexus, y'all. You know how it is. I just got traumatized with The Last of Us Episode 2, so I gotta get some beef and shit out right now. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. What's up? It's Nerdking, Nerd Daddy, Nerd Father, Nerd Papa, Burns, and ND.
Burnsy Worms?
ND's gotta lock in, bro. Come on now. Come on now. We gotta.
Bro, I'm here, bro. I'm here. I'm here, bro.
Bro,
Lock in.
We gotta lock in. We got some stuff to talk about, yo. We got some stuff. We got some beef.
Genuinely.
We got some beef. We got some beef. Not actually.
we got some
beef,
beef
but
with.
We got beef with One Piece fans. That's where our beef is
I
at.
always have beef
As
with
usual.
One Piece fans, bro. I have beef with One Piece fans with every waking breath because they don't read the fucking series. Fuck you, Admiral fans. All right, so let's start. Huge TikTok topic: man versus dog.
Bro.
I talked about it. Andy talked about it. We're gonna settle it right here, bro.
yeah,
Who wins? Man's versus dog. Andy, who do you think wins? You fight a dog. Are you coming out on top?
Bro, I'm not even gonna let you finish that sentence. Man is destroying. If man is me, man is destroying dog. If man, I can't speak on behalf of anybody else. If man is me, I'm destroying dog. Bro, 6'2", 230 pounds, not one single dog breed on this earth is. Matter of fact, bro, I don't even think it's ridiculous to say that a gray wolf is not winning against me, bro. 1v1, me versus gray wolf. Two people enter the ring, one person coming in alive. I'm surviving that, bro. I'm not dying, bro. I'm not dying.
What are you craving?
Canine.
You're
No
gonna
canine
start
on this
Jon
earth.
Snow.
No
What?
canine on this earth. Maybe we're talking direwolf. If we're talking direwolf, okay, maybe. But
Enter the direwolf.
no type of dog, even a wolf, is not taking my life, bro. It's not. And, bro, you don't understand, bro. Not only do we have the human. If I said a 6'2", 230-pound fucking chimpanzee, you would say chimpanzee would win. But because it's human, everybody wants to downplay it and say.
You're not as strong as a chimpanzee.
No, you have the
You're not as
strength.
strong as a
No,
chimpanzee.
you have the strength, you have the IQ, you have the intellect, you have the knowledge, you have the IQ. Bro, dog latches onto my arm. Bro, first thing I'm going for,
gone.
boom, throw, crushing that shit, holding it down until it suffocates, bro.
Okay,
What's
okay,
it
hold
He's
on.
gonna put it in a
Jen-
fucking
Andy,
What's it gonna
chokehold.
Andy, okay. Let me. How strong, like a big ass dog? How strong do you think their bites are? Like, how strong do you think? If they're trying to
Their
kill you,
bites
how
are
strong do you think
their
their
bites
bites
are strong enough to hurt. Their bites are not strong enough to tear my arm off. This
Bro,
is not fucking. It's not a crocodile,
You
bro.
saw the photo of the mastiff I sent.
So
I know you saw that shit.
photos.
No.
Ready? Photos. I said photos. Dogs
Knowledge.
like
They're
kangaroos
cute, bro.
and like cane corsos, right? They have bites that have pressure indexes of 700 to 750. The average pressure index of a lion, for example, is 650. What it takes to fracture a human arm is 140 psi, bro. If a dog bites you in the arm, that bitch is getting
No, you're being
broken
disingenuous as fuck.
into
You're being
shells.
disingenuous as fuck. You're being disingenuous as fuck right now. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you're saying what it takes to fracture a human arm, but you didn't say what kind of fracture. You didn't say fucking compound fracture. You just said fracture. So, well, it could be like a fucking micro hairline fracture. So let's not even.
I don't think it's gonna be a micro hairline fracture.
Bro, you didn't
Yes.
say. And also, which bone in question? It could, like, yeah, I fracture my finger versus fracture my fucking femur. It's gonna be completely different.
Yeah, but this is an
he's
animal
spinning.
shredding your flesh sideways like a saw.
I'm not gonna give it a chance to shred my flesh, bro. Once it bites on, I'm grabbing its throat. Once it doesn't have hands, it can't pull my hand off its throat, bro.
got a
Once I have
mouth.
it's over. Bro, finger in the eyes. What's it gonna do to that? What's it gonna do to that?
Bite
Blind
harder.
fucking thing.
Bite harder.
I whip the eyes out. Then what? What's the reaction to that?
Bite harder.
What's the reaction to that? Even if it takes my arm off, great. Now you have no eyes. Now you have your fucking balls just got ripped off. Now you're in fucking agony.
Now you just end up like Gohan, armless, fighting for your fucking
Exactly,
life
bro.
against canines.
And now I'm,
Bro, you
and
got
then
the-
I'm suffocating you, and you can't even see me,
Someone said, "Unc, you can't pop a bonkai on a dog."
bro. I'm winning that, bro. I'm winning that,
Someone said, "Unc, you're not. You are."
bro. I'm winning that, bro.
Listen.
Nah,
Okay,
you are.
Dude,
but
I'm telling
also
you,
reality
this is one of
working
those
for the
things-
dog.
this is one of those things. There are very few hills I'm willing to die on. A dog is not taking my life. I'm dying on that hill.
So
A
many
fucking canine is
dogs.
not taking my life.
Dude.
There is a reason why dogs are subservient to humans and not the other way around, bro. Dog is not taking my life.
I get it, but again, like an Australian kangaroo's bred and born to breed bears and lions.
I would just say a pit bull, bro.
That's why.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, and they're also like they're faster than you. And this is my problem with the debate.
Well, are they smarter than me? They're smarter than me.
It doesn't matter if they're smarter than you or not.
There's a reason we needed our minds and weapons to fight animals.
Exactly.
We can't
Also, we
smash it
didn't say
ourselves.
in the middle of the, also, we didn't say in the middle of like in the middle of the void of space, bro. Like in a location, right? I can take like rocks and use it to like I can take like a stick and stuff like things like.
Well, that's still a
Knowledge.
That's not like that's not really like man versus dog.
I give you more. Even by asking that question, you have more intelligence than 99% of TikTok creators I've seen ask that question because they just turn around and be like, "I win." They're not asking like, "Where are we? Am I wearing a jacket? Am I wearing clothes? Like what terrain am I in?" Because if I'm forcing a dog and it's right here, and there's shit I can climb around all around me, then it's a little different, and I would say I definitely have more of a chance. Because if I'm climbing fucking buildings before using my like hands before like to a place where a dog can jump up, and if I jump down on the fucking dog's like neck, okay, then there's more of a shot. However, it also depends on how big the motherfucking dog is, bro. Dogs are crazy and they're super fast.
Also, why are we like Also, something else that I thought about is why no, because I thought about this. Why are we saying when we say man versus dog, y'all immediately default to the fucking biggest, strongest fucking breed of dog? Like, I don't think you say man versus dog, except the man in question is fucking Eddie Hall, fucking Ronnie Coleman, fucking Thor Bjornsson. Like, you can't just say average human and the fucking biggest, baddest dog of all time. No, if we're gonna do fucking stats-based matching, let's actually do it. Shut up.
So what dog do you want to fight? You want to fight a Chihuahua?
Bro, I mean, if we're doing dog, let's go like, I don't know, something like reasonable. We're not like picking the fucking 300-pound dogs with like one singular, with like fucking one generation in existence. Like,
I feel like a fighting dog is accurate. I feel like using a fighting dog is fair.
If we're boxing fucking dogs, bro, the dog's gotta have the dog's gotta box. You know what I mean? It's gotta be
bro, you can literally shoot a pit bull and it's gonna get up and come at you like. So, I don't know what, like, you putting your fingers in its eyes is gonna do nothing but make it go, yeah, give me that hand, give me that shit. So he's like, you get mauled by them.
But me choking it out, what's it gonna do to that? What's it gonna do to that?
It's gonna shit all over you. It's gonna blast its dog shit all over you and you're gonna get stun locked.
You're talking about choking it out. If it bites your arm, then you have, and it's not, like, you're expecting your arm to just stay still. It's gonna be ripping you like this. You have to get around like this to choke it out and to get it in there. It could latch onto your...
No.
Someone said he wants skill-based matchmaking against the dog. He said you want skill-based matchmaking against the dog, bro.
No. You said if it's grabbing my arm and going crazy. Boom, I lay back, take my leg, lock around its body, take my other arm, and fucking choke the dog shit out that...
Choke the dog shit out the dog?
That shit, bro. No, because... No, think about it. No, because you're not seeing the vision, bro. You're not seeing the image. That's the confusion. You're not seeing the image that I'm showcasing. Hold on, let me just real quick. My arm.
Go ahead.
Wrapping around its body, right? Because y'all chose the biggest dog of all time, right? We're not going normal sized dog. So if it's big, my legs are gonna be able to wrap around its body. But now it's in place. Legs around the body. Arm. Like teeth on the arm, this arm is free. Then what? Respond. Nerdking, respond.
So human element of
that.
You said legs around the body to choke it out, and it's on its arm. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're exposing your whole midsection. You're exposing.
No.
That dog is finna have breakfast sausage, bro. That
dog is having Franken. I'm calling it. You're letting go. You're letting go so fast.
Bro.
You're letting go, bro. You're letting go.
Did.
Listen.
All I'm saying is y'all are downplaying it because it's human. If I said 6'2", 230-pound fucking chimpanzee seeing red fighting to the death, y'all would not be saying dog wins.
Because chimpanzees are strong as fuck. Chimpanzees can tear off your limbs, bro.
You're downplaying us, bro.
No, I'm not downplaying us. Chimpanzees are psychotic.
Wait. Do you think you would beat a chimpanzee in a 1v1?
Stop.
I didn't answer. No, I'm not winning the 1v1 strength-wise, but based on the knowledge, you can make an argument for IQ. You can make an argument for IQ. You can make an argument for IQ.
You can make an argument for them having better battle IQ, bro.
Make the argument then.
They go for your extremities. You have eyelids, they're coming off. You have lips, they're coming off. You have fingers, they're coming off. You have nuts, off. Everything that can come off is coming off.
Yeah, they tear her out.
Instantly. Y'all remember that one girl that had a pet chimpanzee?
Yeah, and it tore her face off.
You said off-guard feet don't count, man. You would expect their pet to fucking tear their face off, bro. Off-guard feet don't count.
Everybody now we expect this.
Bro, you're downplaying IQ, bro. You're downplaying IQ too much.
I feel like IQ does not matter when you have a crazy
basically own this earth. There is a reason why every animal is at our mercy, bro.
Yes,
knowledge.
Because of but our knowledge doesn't go into like our hands, bro.
Yeah.
Our knowledge goes into the things we build with our hands, not our fighting skill with our hands. Yeah, literally.
Years.
You didn't say that I don't have the materials to build a gun, bro. So, like, what are we
gonna build a muscle? So while this dog is running at you at probably 45 miles an hour, whatever the fuck, you're just gonna build a musket?
Yeah, 15, bro.
He's gonna build weaponry.
He's gonna.
You didn't say they want mats, bro. Take the mats, bro. Build the fucking weapons, bro.
He said, yeah, we're gonna collect some mats, right?
Bro, you never said the location, bro.
And then we're gonna box around. Okay, you want the location?
Location, yes.
Tilted Towers.
Bro, we're winning that. How are we not winning that, bro?
Yo, he finds a blue.
Yeah,
he finds a blue AR. It's clipped.
Bro,
It's clipped.
somebody give bro a mini. Somebody pass bro a mini.
Bro.
Oh my god. That was
the emote and the fucking Naruto fucking It's over.
Look, the vast majority of dogs I can see people taking out, mostly for the fact that they have chicken legs. Like, you feel me? I feel like if you got
no funny shit. Just being dead serious. Are you letting a dog end your life? Like, are you letting a dog like we're not talking just like lose as in okay, I lost, whatever. End your life. Like you're
I'm
gone
good.
forever.
Y'all are the ones that need to stay safe. I'm chilling. This is about you guys.
Like we're not talking lose as in lose a UFC match, a little bit embarrassment, maybe a broken arm. We're talking end your life. It's not happening, bro. I'm not dying.
Somebody send a dog over right now.
Well, hold on a second.
Somebody
Hold on a second. So we can just look at pressure index again. Average PSI for a dog, regular dog bite, not like a kangaroo.
What's human bite?
200 to 250 PSI.
You said a human bite.
What's human bite?
You're gonna bite it?
A human punch. An average human punch is 140 PSI. So your punch is weaker than a regular like an average
that's like human bite. What's human bite?
How much can a human bite? He's gonna bite it back.
No, straight up.
I'm a producer,
because what y'all are not considering too is that human bite has hella bacteria, so that infection is gonna go crazy.
162 PSI.
More bacteria than a dog gang?
162 PSI, bro. Your bite's not stronger than an average dog.
Damn.
He was trying
Hey, what's PSI for human
What if
fucking
you
full
got like
Nelson?
those silver teeth? What if you had cavities and you got like those gold silver teeth?
Human fucking full Nelson, bro. Human fucking.
Human
Humans depend on
bro,
you.
what's that one?
The average. Oh, shut the fuck up! I'm not asking average force of a punch, bro. The average. It's talking again. 120 to 150 psi.
Headlock. Full on fucking headlock going
You
fucking
are
crazy.
trying to make
Ronnie
this
Coleman.
work so
Ronnie
bad.
Coleman.
You're looking for one number to be above 100.
He's like actually trying to find the feats, bro. An average human skull can withstand 520 pounds of force. Shut up. The force required to break a human femur, yada yada. Smaller bones can break with the pressure of 25 psi. God damn. But
it's so small bones too. Legs
is 1700 psi.
Exactly. Stomp out the legs,
We
bro.
don't need to know how much force their legs can take. They literally have chicken legs. I guarantee if you grab it by the front of its legs and just fold them, it's shot put the fucker. It's going. And it's gone.
Listen,
But it doesn't apply to big ass dogs. That like maxes out at pit bulls. Max.
I mean, yeah, it just kind of depends on the dog, you know what I'm saying? But I do agree. A lot of people would jump into the biggest, baddest dog on planet Earth to fight when it's
and they're not jumping to the biggest, baddest human, bro.
Yes.
Fucking Ronnie Coleman with Einstein level IQ. Who's winning that?
Wait, but when does Ronnie Coleman get Einstein level IQ? Why are we making up our own versus battles?
Because if we jump to the biggest, baddest dog, we have to pick the biggest, baddest human. Like, we would have to stat-space match it, bro.
Equal stats, bro.
Why do we need equal stats against dogs?
Me versus Goku, bro. Who wins martial arts?
Equal stats for everything. Equal stats, everything except IQ, bro. Who's winning that?
Equal stats for everything. A dog or a human, except
Equal
IQ.
stats,
Yeah,
everything
but you want
except
equal
IQ.
stats for everything except
Why
the one
do
thing
we
that is gonna.
equalize their
A dog,
stats,
bro.
gang?
A dog, bro. A dog, bro. You're still not him, Eddie. You're still not him, bro. You're losing to the dog,
Bro.
You're losing to the dog.
Equal
Alright.
stats everything except IQ. I'm
Start
winning.
sending out dogs. Somebody mail over some dogs. So we can get this shit
Alright.
going.
So we're actually on the next episode of Triple Nexus. We're gonna test this theory out live. So we got a couple of Australian Kangles for ND to fight,
Bro,
and he's gonna fight him in the ring.
I'm not dying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not dying, bro.
No medical practitioners are present.
Yeah, damn straight, yo.
Here you go. Enjoy your time. What's a dog? Somebody asked a good question. What's a dog's bench PR?
What's a dog's bench?
I can't bench more than a dog. I'll tell you that right now.
Not 350. Not 350.
It's
Not
not-
350.
Your bench PR is 350.
Last time I checked, it was 315.
Oh my
but I
god,
haven't
please
maxed out in
kiss me
8 years.
ferociously on the mouth, bro. What are we talking about?
Bro, are we forgetting? Are we forgetting who I am, bro?
Why is
King
he
of
getting mad?
King of One Piece Rage Bait, bro. In terms of Rage Bait, who's winning that?
What the fuck just happened?
In terms of Rage Bait, who's winning that? Me or
In
dog,
terms
bro?
of rage bait, in terms of wait,
Rage
hold
bait?
on.
It sounds like the dog is winning right now in terms of rage bait. If you actually think about it, it
Yeah,
sounds like you're getting
the
rage
dog's
baited
got
by
you
the dog.
fired up. The dog's got you fired up.
The dogs aren't even
dog.
trying to rage bait right now.
Bro.
It's working.
He's in your blood, like he's in your veins, he's in your ear, he's in your inner ear.
Bro, next
like,
thing you know, some dumbass is gonna be like, "Oh, man versus cat, yeah, cat's winning that because fucking one singular breed of cat that existed 10 million years ago that was fucking
Tiger.
2,000 pounds." Like,
It depends. Are we talking about a tiger or a house cat?
bro, a tiger is a tiger, a cat is a cat, bro. Don't even start with that one, bro.
Bro, chill.
Bro, man versus dog, bro. Are we talking about Bigfoot? Are we talking the Sasquatch, bro? Like, you didn't say not that one, bro.
technically, a tiger's a cat. We gotta be specific.
Tiger is a
house cat
So
or
is a
tigers,
lion.
bro? What are we talking? What are we yapping about?
Are we talking man versus? Are we talking Cyclops? Like, I mean, you never specified, bro. Like,
What?
Talking about the mythological creatures. Oh my
you
god.
didn't specify, bro. They didn't specify.
My fault.
Yeah, that
King.
is true. That is true.
Yo, speaking of, we're gonna move on to Boruto now. I tried to give it.
It would have been like, speaking of eyes, or something like that.
I tried to give it some sort of segue, some sort of Louis. Did you poke yourself in the
Poke
eye?
myself right in the
Yo,
fucking
bro,
eye.
tried to unlock
Speaking
his own
of
Mangekyō
dogs,
Sharingan, bro.
Kakashi has dogs. Speaking of Kakashi, Naruto. Speaking of Naruto, Boruto.
Speaking of
Speaking of
Boruto,
Boruto,
Boruto, Sarada.
Speaking of Sarada, MS.
Uchiha. Speaking of Uchiha, the best one.
Yo, look, like that's why he got there. Yo, Itachi
Yeah, man, I gotta get some Bleach merch. 'Cause I'm
is
lacking.
just a good guy, man.
Said I'm lacking on bleach.
There's no nuance in Itachi. There's no nuance in Itachi's character, bro. He's just a good guy, or he's just a villain. Like he's not either or. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just good. Like he's good.
Ooh, if I could.
Oh, but I saw
Ooh,
the
if I
fan.
could.
I saw the fan
If I
art
could.
of him murking the children. Like you know,
Murking a
he's just
child.
bad. He's just bad, bro.
I
Like
mean,
he's just a
Bro.
a
villain.
lot of people don't think that he
He's just villain.
kids he did.
If
He-
you're a
he
12-year-old and the
Of course
president of
he
your
did.
fucking
He
country tells you,
annihilated them, bro.
if you're a 12-year-old and the president of your country tells you to do something, you're gonna do it, bro. Like,
Yo,
you're not
people
gonna
forget, bro.
talk
I
about
mean,
the
if you're a
philosophy
12-year-old
of-
and the option is you die and everybody, or you live and your brother lives,
Bro, I'm not thinking about altruism in that situation. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm just
Even
thinking.
if
Of,
most adults would do what Itachi did. Let's be serious.
I'm thinking of. All right, if I enter this house right now, equal stats, me and these people, but I take IQ. Who wins, bro? That's what this is type of shit I'm thinking. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, equal everything, but except IQ. I'm winning that, bro.
congratulations. You can do math faster and calculate when he's gonna punch you in your fucking shit.
All right, yo, Burns, listen, give me the full breakdown of Sarada's Mangekyō Sharingan. What is the ability? What does she
Alright,
do?
first,
What's the sauce, bro?
Let me get the name, because I actually need to drill this name into my head, because this is not an easy to pronounce name for me.
In
Like,
Japanese.
Bro said,
Ohirume. Alright, Ohirume.
Ohi or Oki?
Ohi. It's in... I'm reading it in English, gang.
damn.
Ohirume is an English
Ohirume.
word.
It is
I thought
an
it was fucking super fire sun goddess or some shit like that.
super fire deity. It is an alternate name for the deity Amaterasu. Just literally same deity, just different name. Which actually brought along a theory, which I'll get into it after we just explain what it is. Essentially, she's Blackbeard. She can make black holes now. And she can summon up to 4 of them and control exactly how strong the gravitational force of each
Sarada
one
clears
is.
One Piece confirmed.
So we're
100%.
talking about the fact
100%.
that Oda foreshadowed it. What are we talking about? Best
Oda
author in history, 7th highest selling author ever. Because Oda
Goda.
foreshadowed it.
Thank
Literally,
you, Goda.
I'm getting his
so
name
much.
tattooed on my shoulder. What are we talking
My God,
about?
if Goda didn't foreskin this, oh my God.
Would you actually
No,
do
that's
that,
fine.
though?
That's fine. You were tweaking.
No rage bait, no trolling, like dead ass, like me and you right now. Are you seriously getting this man's full government name tattooed on your flesh?
Fuck no! Why would I get his name
No.
tattooed on me, bro? I would get a One Piece thing. I would get a One Piece.
I can't
tattoo.
relate.
Right,
I can't
obviously,
relate.
obviously.
I can't relate.
But I would not get Ichiro Oda's name tattooed. If it was,
Like, I would
if it was
100% get a
signed,
signature.
hold on, wait,
100%
pause.
get a
Actually, pause. If it was like a Luffy like thing, like a Gear 5 thing, that was
Like it was
here,
like a drawing and then signed.
and he signed the signature and get it like right under here, yes, because that would be so hard. That would be so hard. But
If he did the design and then signed it, and then you get the full thing tattooed.
100%.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
completely different. It's
Oh my
completely
God.
different. That's
Oh my
completely
God.
different.
Easily, yes, no doubt about it.
So then what's
if
the
it was
problem?
just the signature, then probably not. But if it was like a design, I would get the signature. If I didn't have a tattoo, I'd get the signature, then get the tattoo, then get the signature on
Didn't
the
the
tattoo.
guy
You know what I'm
have a
saying?
design?
I think so.
above
Yeah,
the
No,
signature?
but I don't think. I think it was like a separate thing, and then he got like an autograph, and then he got that autograph tattooed.
Yeah, he probably he already had the One Piece tattoo and then got the signature after.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing that shit. I'm doing
That
that shit.
cooks.
That
That
cooks.
cooks.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I would do that
feel
for
like,
Kishimoto. I would do that for Lil Uzi. Like, what are we talking about, gang? Bro,
I don't know, man. I don't know. For me, I just kind of feel like it's one of those things where it's like not. I guess I'm talking about me personally. I feel like if Oda designed the tattoo and then signed it, that's completely different.
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
feel like
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
just getting the signature tattooed separately, to me personally, I feel like that's celebrity worship level shit.
I mean,
like,
let's be
in my
real.
word.
Like, why would Oda design you something? Like, why would he do that? I could see him giving out a signature. Like, if you were to see him, like, oh my God, Oda, give me your signature so I can get it tatted. But not
Andy,
like, Oda, draw an entire panel for me.
Andy, on some real shit, if you ever compare my goat Eiichiro Oda to motherfucking Drake again, I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna touch you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm coming to your house.
I mean,
and
like,
I'll
in
give you
any
a
other
kiss,
situation,
bro.
if I got like Kevin Durant's like fucking signature tattooed on me, people would be like, "Yo, that's fucking crazy." You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Yeah, but did Kevin Durant create One Piece though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did
Probably
Kevin
could've.
Durant make One
Probably
Piece?
could have.
I don't know about that one.
maybe,
All right,
maybe, and also maybe I'm making it way too deep. But also, I also feel like it's one of those things. It's like you don't know this person, right? So like,
Yeah.
you don't know if like 10 years from now some like crazy shit could come out, and then it's like you have his name tattooed on your body
Bro,
already.
that's just a fuck it we ball at that point.
That's the best argument I've heard.
Right,
for
because like, the
not
whole thing
getting
was like,
it.
imagine like
That's the best
back in the
argument
day,
I've heard
right?
for one.
You got a Rurouni Kenshin tattoo, you got his name tattooed on it, like under it, fire. 10 years later, the whole thing with him liking kids comes out. What are you gonna do? You dead have this man's name on your fucking flesh, bro, for the rest of your life.
You gotta get it crossed off now. Just
Like, yeah, you can get it like cover it up or whatever, but like
Tattoo's crying right now.
that's you, bro. You have that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. It would be more of a reasonable comparison for LeBron to Oda. Facts, yo.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like
facts.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not even as much about the tattoo. It's more the fact that you don't know this person like at all. Like you don't know.
I feel that. That's the best. I will give you that. That's the best argument I've heard for that.
That
That
does.
would make me think twice about it. Then it would just be like, okay, like let's see, give it time to marinate. You know what I mean? But
Let's let it marinate for
let's
a
let it
second.
marinate. All right, let's go back to the Mangekyō Sharingan. I interrupted my boy. I felt so bad. Yo, we're talking about fucking Naruto. We gotta give the Naruto fans some shit, bro. We gotta talk about the Naruto. So what happened with the Mangekyō Sharingan? Give us the ability. I heard she's basically like Blackbeard, like you were just saying. Let's continue.
Well, yeah, with the ability to obviously spawn in fucking singularities just completely at will.
Crazy.
One of the bigger questions is obviously what is the other Mangekyō Sharingan ability actually going to do? But I think there's going to be a correlation with
that?
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Because we don't. That's her right eye's ability.
Oh, okay.
And usually the left eye has something either completely
Separate.
different, like a Genjutsu, or something that correlates, like Sasuke's flame control. which just controls the Amaterasu.
Okay, I forgot.
But I think this could be used as a valid argument to say that it could potentially have the again, this would just be heresy, but the gravitational force of the sun, considering it comes from the sun god Amaterasu. Same thing with Amaterasu being said to be as hot as the sun because it's from Amaterasu. Same thing like this. It could theoretically have the gravitational force of the sun at the same time. But basically,
wouldn't that like, just to ask based off what you said, wouldn't that like if you already have like a black hole and then you change it to the gravitational pull of the sun, wouldn't that like lower it?
what do you mean?
Like, maybe I'm yapping. I don't know. Doesn't a black hole have
so
more?
like a lot of people think that black hole just means like infinite mass, infinite pull, infinite density, but that's like not how that works. We just don't know. It's just completely unquantifiable.
Okay.
And it actually functions more like a black hole than anything. Like people thought like it would absorb things inward like a portal.
Right.
So people were like, oh, if it's a black hole, why did Ryu, who Shinki Shinju, why did he get pressed up against it? Because it showed him but that's exactly how a black hole works. Black holes aren't actually holes. It's a fucking ball of dense mass. So it does function like one. But the argument would just basically have to be how much gravitational pull is there, which is really hard to just quantify with a number. But I doubt it's exactly infinite because were you gonna absorb everything forever and ever? The entire fucking world will collapse in on itself. But she unlocked it after thinking back on all of her emotions that she was suppressing for Boruto, about Sumier liking Boruto, and her aspirations of becoming like Naruto that she was actually suppressing, and because she thought it was a weakness for her, but it was actually withholding her from unlocking the Mangekyō Sharingan because Uchiha thrive off their emotions. So by withholding her own emotions, she was literally letting herself not get stronger.
Period.
But the catch with this is the pinnacle point was watching Yodo die. Yodo was Shinki's teammate and technically stepsister because they are all adopted kids of Gaara. So Gaara's son, own Shinju, killed his own sister basically. So we need to see where that leads to. But it could have been prevented, and it wasn't. Because Kashin Koji didn't let it happen. Boruto could have came in and saved everybody, and Kashin Koji did not let it happen in order to allow Sarada to awaken the Mangekyō Sharingan. Which actually opens up a bigger question that
is bro just gonna come back to life just like Inojin?
Yodo?
Yeah.
No, Yodo's like dead. Like she was confirmed dead.
Okay.
Not like Inojin, where the Shinju think Inojin is dead, but we obviously know he's alive. Kashin Koji saw the alternate timelines, and ones where Yodo lives, Sarada does not get the Mangekyō Sharingan. The ones where she dies is the only way for her to unlock it. So he didn't let Boruto go because she needs to die. So we have the first, I guess, confirmed death so far in TBV from somebody notable. I don't give too many fucks about Yodo, but it is Gaara's kid at the end of the day. It is Gaara's kid at the end of the day.
Also, that just makes everybody being like, "Oh my god, there wasn't enough trauma added to Sarada unlocking the Mangekyō Sharingan." Just like completely just shut the fuck up. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like at the same time, I mean, let me be devil's advocate for a minute. Why the fuck would Sarada care about motherfucking Yodo?
You could just say it was the why am I like blanking on the saying? It was like the shit to break the camel's back. Like it was the breaking.
Oh, the straw to break the camel's back.
straw to break the camel's back.
Like because they already showed a flashback of a culmination of different emotions that Sarada was already feeling after Yodo died. So that could have just been the breaking point. Kind of thing. Not just like, oh, Yodo's dead. It is what it is. Like, nah, like shit's going down right now.
Okay.
But I think that this is a reflection, I didn't mention him in my video, of Danzo, of where do the means justify the ends, or does the end justify the means? Because we don't know what Kashin Koji's perfect vision is, what his vision of a perfect world is. We don't know what his timeline, exactly. So we don't know inherently. It doesn't mean he's looking for the fastest way to kill the Shinju, or the most efficient, or the shortest. Like it's just whatever he thinks is the best. But we don't know what that actually entails. And I said this before. If hypothetically the best outcome required Boruto to kill Naruto, he would try to make Boruto do that.
Right.
And that completely conflicts with Boruto's morality, obviously.
But then that makes for a much more interesting dynamic.
Of course, which I actually thought about this a while ago in my head. I was like, what if like Boruto for some reason, like fan theory type shit, had to kill Naruto, blah blah blah, because people would definitely be interested in that. But that's something that somebody like Danzo portrayed, where it's like you think you need to do insane things to justify what could happen at the end. The difference is Kashi and Koji can see exactly what's gonna happen, but we can't see it whatsoever. And I think it could be something bad per se. It could be something personal for all we know. Like his best version doesn't have to just be the most perfect outcome. It could be an outcome where the Shinju die and for some reason he gets a benefit out of something. Like something that purely benefits him. Because at the end of the day, he is technically a villain. He worked under Kara, a terrorist group. So, and he has his own ideals. And he has no care in the world for teammates whatsoever. He killed Ayo himself and he did not need to do that. So, I see a lot of conflicting things so far in this chapter. Along with Boruto aura farming like a motherfucker because he saved Konohamaru, coming in with the Flying Thunder God that he learned from his grandfather, the almighty Minato, the greatest shinobi of all time, the sexiest.
Wrong. Period.
Bro.
The sexiest.
My bad, I got a little
Yo, all those fucking posts, no special clan. No special gang.
I mean, he didn't give him it. He learned it. He learned it.
Oh, just aura. All right, bro. Like you've always said that like 8 billion times, bro.
The aura gets
No
transferred.
special plan.
He's fucking God.
But bro,
Dude.
what do you think about people, and by people I mean me, who think that
Just wait.
who think that low key Boruto is becoming a little bit like solo leveling, where it's just kind of they're like prioritizing aura farming instead of like actual like, you know, story.
Like, even by
No.
Burns just saying that before, where he was talking about, oh, if there was a future where Boruto had to kill Naruto, people would care about that because it has something to do with the main plot, right? That's the aura farming part of it, where people only care. That's more of like TikTok brain, where people only care about the aura farming. The stuff that he's talking about, where you just said like, oh, why would anybody care about that person dying who like Sarada saw die, destroy, break the camel's back? That's the story aspect. That's the deeper story aspect of the things that they're getting into, the well-written stuff, which a lot of people don't care about because they just care about aura farming. You know what I mean? I feel like Boruto right now is straying a little bit away, but the added moments of like Boruto fucking being a badass, doing fucking Minato's jutsu, like obviously that's aura farming, but that's to get people to watch. There's still the aspect of I feel like it's balanced. There's still the aspect of like the aura and then the writing, and let's get all of the fucking dumbasses who don't understand writing to read our manga because we're gonna put an aura farming. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Boruto naturally, like the characters have been getting aura in Boruto. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, but I just feel like in
aura.
I think, but like even in part one, like they didn't there wasn't like aura in every single chapter, right? Like they like saved it for like the important moments. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no,
but I feel like at this point it's like. And maybe it's because it's monthly, so they kind of have to do it.
Yeah, now we're
but
like
I feel like there's like at this point there's like aura in like every single like chapter. It's like at this point are we just like kind of like at this point the aura becomes like less aura when you do it all the time.
The way when you're like constantly displaying the aura.
Yeah. As opposed to saving it for
I can see that. I mean, obviously, if you display aura so many times that your entire personality becomes, I have aura, then yeah, that can get very tiring. But I don't think Boruto's entire personality is I have aura. I just think he so happens to have the aura. At the
He
same
just
time,
has the aura.
he just so happens to have it at the same time. That's what I think. But everybody likes the aura. Like Ishiki having aura was amazing. Momoshiki having aura was amazing.
Yeah, but because they're villains, of course, like the villain is gonna have aura. But I feel like if the main character is all, and like I said, I'm just saying this is what people are saying.
Yeah.
So
by
like,
people meaning you.
But
we've seen him fumble. Like we've seen him not have aura before. Like of course this is him versing. We haven't seen him directly face off against Jura yet, but against singular Shinju, we've seen him aura farm. He got jumped in the beginning, and he was getting embarrassed to the point where he was begging Code, who he had no diff before. The first aura farming of the series when he stepped on Bro's face. He no diffed bro. And Boruto was in such a bad position fighting all the Shinju at the same time that he begged somebody who has no fucking skill whatsoever and sucks to help. He was like, help me,
but then again, they sort of like, but then they negated that by immediately putting the whole "bro almost destroyed the fucking planet" statements.
That's easily taken out of context.
You can't put negative aura
There's
and then
so
immediately
much
cancel it out.
context out of that. It's because he rushed in so hard. If he dies, it's clip. Who's stopping him?
Me.
Who's stopping him? You're stopping him?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I mean, I'm beating a dog, so I mean, I basically means I can win. Me versus Boruto equal everything except IQ. I'm winning that.
No, but I could beat him if it's me versus him and we had equal stats except I had IQ. Then I win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Wait, bitches.
Yo.
My laptop is dying. I'm gonna go grab my charger real quick.
Your laptop is dying. That's crazy.
I'm gonna grab my charger real quick.
Run.
It's just
Wow,
freeze
dude,
framed on bro's ass.
his Wi-Fi. This is the best ND's Wi-Fi has ever been, bro. This is the best I've ever seen.
Start knocking on wood, bro. Don't
Right,
even.
start knocking on him. All right. Do you have anything more to say about our glorious wonderful Boruto chapter that came out? You're making me want to read it, bro, with all your
Bro, you
analysis.
fucking should. I mean, only because it's monthly, it's so easy to catch up.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had it weekly, it would be so different. But I feel like people dub on the monthly, and I can get it because the pacing does get annoying sometimes. But it also gives you way more time to like digest what's happening and go back and like make sure you didn't miss anything. So, so for example, a lot of people thought Boruto like speed blitzed Matsuri while she was killing Konohama, and it was like, this is what a real speed blitz is. He ain't even speed blitzer. I looked at the page, I scrolled, and I was like, wait a second. He used flying Raijin. He teleported. And everyone just missed that completely. That bro knows how to teleport now.
Dude, that's so sick that they gave him that ability, though.
Who cares about
And
teleportation? I literally just moved FTL plus.
What?
I said, who cares about teleportation? I literally just moved FTL plus. What are we talking about?
Yes, dude.
He moved MFTL plus.
Does bro solo One Piece?
Bro is the One Piece.
Bro. Me versus One Piece versus equal everything except IQ. I'm winning that.
Andy versus Kaido. Who we got?
Bro, if I'm beating dog, that basically means I beat Kaido. So what are we talking about?
If I'm beating dog, I'm beating dragon, because D and D.
Facts, bro.
Basically.
What are you talking about?
Because if we take strongest possible dog to ever exist in the history of the Earth versus dragon, it's basically the same thing.
It's the will of D, which means the will of dog, which means ND has got that dog in him, which means that he's beating Kaido. What are we talking about here?
Absolute cinema.
What are we talking about here? Come on. All right. Let's move on. Really quick, before we get into Saiyans v Viltrumites, I'll save the last 15 minutes for that, because I want to talk about that for 2 seconds. But we'll talk about the One Piece chapter really quick that just came out, and the One Piece episode, because I got a couple things to say to some of y'all Admiral fans who are totally complete bitches who
Always
should never
beefing with Admiral
read
fans.
and take your eyeballs out.
We have to talk about the animator who fucking dunked on Sanji fans, basically talking about, why did you guys ruin my character?
Oh, and then Sanji just had
literally
infinite aura.
Debunked Studio Piro. Or Toei. Holy shit.
Yeah. Bro, it's just...
My bad, studio executives.
So... we had the One Piece chapter. We finally saw Gunko. And people are mad that Gunko beat the Straw Hats. Dude, I can't.
Gunko had it like
as
that.
As a One Piece creator,
Usopp landed an attack of Gunko, so basically Usopp is Yonko level.
He annihilated her.
And people are actually pissed off that he did that and be like, oh, it's not Aura. He's the only one out of all of them that did. She just regenerated. What are we talking about?
I didn't mean to blow apart half your body.
She soloed? I don't understand why we're pissed about that. These are supposed to be endgame villains who Oda's been hyping up for how long? You're angry that she beat Jinbei, Brook, Nami, and Usopp? What world are we in? Imagine how Kiji went up against the four of them and didn't one-shot them. The community would be in an uproar. Off guard. Holding back. Shut up, bro. Oh my god. And then people regen merchants, blah, blah, blah. Was it not obvious that they had the powers that Imu had the second they, fucking teleported in the same way that the Gorosei did to Elbaf Island? What are we talking about? Of course they fucking have regen. Why are people so pissed off about regen? There's gonna be a counter to it. Relax. It's okay. It's just to show that these people are a step up. They have to have something else that everybody else doesn't. Regen is one of them. I saw a dumbass being like, Advanced Conqueror's Hockey is the counter. That's also stupid. Why would Advanced Conqueror's Hockey be the counter to regen? That just means any of the top tiers can just counter fucking regen. No, it's obviously something that's more hidden. And I think it has to do with fucking Luffy. People piss me the fuck off. Also, people saying King Harold after this chapter is good. It's so obvious he's evil.
Let me put good in quotation marks at the end of the chapter. People are taking that unironically.
Because people
I
literally don't
unironically-
read. You have to unironically not read it to not get that.
Like this dude in the comments right now saying admirals
Admiral
would
was
dog
dog
on the Holy Knights.
Knights.
So show me one singular admiral that has shown you the ability to negate regeneration in the One Piece verse. They don't have it. So how could you turn around and be like, they would dog on them? How do you beat
I like Admirals more, therefore they win.
That's literally all this. That's all Admiral fans do. They don't have the ability to stop regeneration. How are they winning against something that they don't have the ability to stop? I'm confused. What, are you making up abilities for characters now? What the fuck is wrong with the One Piece fan base? It's so frustrating. And then to the fucking One Piece episode again. It gets animated, more clarity on the fucking Kizaru versus Luffy fight, because obviously Kizaru did not one-shot a fucking Gear 4 Luffy who was able to fucking have land blows on Kaido. Like, that's not how that works. It's Kizaru pulled back into the sky. Luffy said, where did he go? Meaning that eyes are off, his senses are off. Kizaru went right in his face, flashed his eyes to the point where Luffy covered his fucking eyes because he was flashed so bad, and then kicked him.
He was flashed so bad. This is a crazy sentence.
That's
and then he went.
the elaboration.
He goes through the barrier, comes back, and is like, "Dude, you made me go through the barrier twice. I almost died because of the barrier, and now I'm Gear 5." And they're like, "Nope, Kizaru's kicked it all the damage and kicked him out of Snake Man." What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about?
He didn't get off guard. He just got blinded.
But these
Bro,
are how these
Kizaru's basically me in terms of man vs. dog, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. Like, these are... What the fuck comment did I just read? I can't even say that out loud, Birds. Can you read that?
Bro got rage baited.
No, the one after that.
It's not up for me yet.
You'll see it in 2 seconds. It says, what if instead of ND, you were called STD, and instead of talking about anime and writing manga, you started talking about your... and started writing HENTAI, bro. What the fuck is that?
Bro did not cook. Bro did not cook.
What the fuck did I just watch?
Get bro the fuck out the gym.
But like
Kind of
this
shame,
is
bro.
this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. And I made a video on it with Kizaru versus Luffy, and everybody's in my comments being like, "You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You can't get off guarded in a battle with somebody." Dude, do you know how many Kizaru fans were whining and crying about Kizaru getting off guarded with every single hit Gear 5 Luffy landed? And I was like, he has hockey. Why is he getting off guard? And they were like, no, wrong. Your hockey only can get turned on when it's observation. It needs to be turned on, and he didn't have it turned on. Oh my god, get the fuck out. Hypocrites. I can't
Keep
win.
it consistent.
Exactly. Like, I'm not, if Luffy got fucking blitzed by Kizaru in that moment, that's fine. That's Gear 4. Gear 5 whooped his ass. If Kizaru was getting blitzed constantly by Gear 5, he just is weaker.
Right.
It's so absolutely incoherently frustrating, bro. It's so incoherently frustrating. Admiral fans don't exist. They're fake. And I feel like I'm genuinely being rage
beats with
baited.
himself every day. He don't need it in his mind.
I actually feel like these are people I'm making up, and that they don't. I'm getting rage baited. This is all just a giant scheme to rage bait, and that people don't actually think like that.
And then when you make an actual coherent argument, instead of people actually debunking the argument, they just comment L rage bait.
What? They're in my comments on this video saying the cope is insane. Bitch, you didn't argue. You just said the cope is insane.
What are you saying? L rage bait. There's not an argument, bro.
It's because you're coping, dude. Clearly, you don't understand.
Bro, there's gotta be people to be like, reread the series. Bro, that's not an argument, bro.
I can't win.
An argument.
I can't win, bro. I can't
Said
win.
Unc reading his own thoughts.
I'm just I'm arguing with stupid people all the time. Gear 5 is a dumb every comment. Gear 5 is a bad transformation. Luffy lost all his aura. Just the same thing every time he transforms. Oh my god, Oda took the seriousness and the stakes out of the story. Pay attention for 2 seconds. Do you know how dope you have to be to have an entire fucking world's lore written around your transformation, bro? How does that take the stakes out of anything? How does that take the stakes out of anything? He's just being Luffy. That's what the fucking thing is now. You're telling me it's not awesome to watch Kaido, the king of the beasts, the person who enslaved an entire country, get his ass jump roped? That shit is stakes to me. Because he's making this dude look like a fucking fool after all of the shit we were just put through for like 5 years worth of manga material. What are we talking about? That's stakes to me. aura farming is not fucking stakes to me. It depends how the aura farming is included. Like, Sung Jin Woo just aura farming all the time. That's not stakes, bro. I know he's gonna fucking win. Like,
Sarada aura farming is not shit, bro. Like, that's
not what I'm talking.
I'm gonna cry.
we can agree on that. Facts, bro.
I knew he was gonna. I knew he was gonna
You're just mad I can say that Sarada can solo One Piece now, and there's no debunk.
Speaking of, but Blackbeard has black holes.
Blackbeard has black holes. Hers are stronger.
Yeah, black holes versus black holes.
Black hole versus black holes. Who is winning that one? Is the real question.
I think if it was equal
Because
stats,
Blackbeard has more mass, and more mass equals more gravity.
I think it was
Because Blackbeard himself has more mass. Let's speak.
I think if it was equal, I think if it was,
Blackbeard has more mass.
Plus L plus ratio.
I think if you give them equal stats, but Blackbeard takes IQ, then Blackbeard wins.
Yo, script.
Bro, you can't do one of that, bro. If mass equals gravity, but Blackbeard has more mass, therefore he has more gravity, therefore his black hole is stronger.
Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema.
Infallible argument. As perfection.
Speaking of rage bait versus aura farming, yo, we got 15 minutes to discuss this, bro. Andy, Saiyans versus Viltrumites. It seems like this topic has been getting on your nerves lately, bro.
Bro.
Like he's and
Bro.
everybody's going at you in the TikTok comments, bro. I see
don't give a
people
fuck.
ratioing
I
you.
don't,
Like,
open
what's
my,
up
I
with
don't even
it?
open my comment section, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Facts don't care about your opinions. Isn't that Ben Shapira's famous sentence, bro? Bro,
So
I don't care if you think that Saiyans are winning that. Saiyans are not winning that. Actually go read your own fucking series. Not only do I own all the Dragon Ball books, not only did I read the entire shit, including Dog Shit Super, now I'm reading Invincible as well, bro. Like, you cannot make a coherent argument to say that Saiyans would win. Like, you're just taking, like, fucking... You just hear the word Saiyan, and you instantly think Broly, you instantly think Gogeta, you instantly think fucking Gohan Beast. If you take the regular Saiyan, it is a fact that Saiyans start at human level. It is just the truth. It literally shows in Dragon Ball that Goku as a kid, after all of his training with Grandpa Gohan, and the beginning of his training with Master Roshi, Goku is not Goku. It says like Goku runs like a 100-meter dash in like 8.9 seconds. That is very human level. Like, Goku is not plus off rip, bro. Like, Goku is getting damaged by damaged by bumblebees, bro. Like,
So
and,
wait,
like,
what's the argument itself? Are you talking about like the average
If you take-
Saiyan versus the average
it's like if you
Yeah,
Viltrumite?
take
all of
50
them.
Viltrumites and then you take 50, just pick up 50 Saiyans from Planet Vegeta. Who's winning that? Like, the Saiyans are not winning that.
Are we including Broly?
No, but like,
Vegeta.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
He
if
was on
we're
Planet
talking
Vegeta.
the exceptions, then yeah, you can make an
Goku was
argument
too.
for those exceptions. But if we're talking like 50 random Saiyans, 50, like, nothing about the series tells me that those random Saiyans are winning that. Because
Okay,
even,
What has
I-
happened in Invincible?
I
If
actually
you've read
don't.
this
I
past
don't
the show.
necessarily mind that argument too. Burns, you were asking what happened in Invincible. Like, give
Yeah,
us some
like,
Invincible
what-
feats.
Yeah, after.
a couple of
animation.
a couple of feats that we've seen in Invincible, for example, we saw Omni-Man nuke an entire planet by himself, like, just with negative difficulty, no type of damage, no type of being tired, no anything, just by himself, boom, nuke the entire planet.
He
We
blew
saw
up the
Omni-Man.
planet.
Sorry.
He blew up the planet, or
Oh, he didn't blow up the planet, but he basically he speed ran the entire planet and
Oh,
destroyed
it's
like
like
everything
he
and killed
flew
everybody on the
across
planet.
it.
Destroyed everything and killed everybody on the planet just by flying across the planet.
That's
Like, no
Crazy.
Saiyan is doing that. None. Unless we're talking like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Broly. No, like, random fucking Joe Schmo on Planet Vegeta is
Was
not
it
doing that.
Gohan or Goten? Didn't one of them do something like that? Fly around the Earth 8 times?
Fly around the Earth, not nuke the whole Earth.
In 5
Like-
seconds. I mean,
Yeah,
was faster.
they're not doing that. Like, we saw fucking what's his name? We saw Omni-Man stand like fucking at the event's horizon of a black hole with no damage.
again, that's a pretty good argument.
That's
a pretty fucking good argument.
None, zero. Unless we're talking about like the exceptions, like Goku, fucking Gohan, Broly, like those be exceptions. Regular Saiyans are not doing that. What do we like? Even Bardock. What is Bardock's feat? Bardock's feat is getting one-shotted by Frieza, is getting one-shotted by a first form Frieza, and destroying a building during the Granola arc, and
Technically, the
fucking
whole
struggling
planet
against a child gas. That's his feats. Bardock's best feat of all time is tying with a fucking child gas. What are you talking about? What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I think the assumption is just that all Saiyans are planetary. because of
Yeah,
those
we
hour
should
forms.
definitely.
That's what I'm saying. You'll hear the word Saiyan, and like even in Dragon Ball Z, it was already shown and stated, right, that Vegeta in the beginning of the Saiyan saga, Vegeta, who is extreme highballed at Small Planetary, in the beginning of the Saiyan saga, is the strongest out of all of the Saiyans. He even said himself when it was revealed that Frieza killed his whole family, hit all the Saiyans. Vegeta even said himself basically that they deserved to die because they were weak. So like even somebody who's extreme highballed at Small Planetary is fucking gapping all of the Saiyans, and we're over here talking about the Saiyans would beat the Viltrumites. And the thing is, like, even if we go with, you can't even say like average Viltrumite, because average Viltrumite by default is already top tier because they already killed all the weak ones. So like the argument doesn't make any, like if you say 50 top tier Saiyans versus 50 top tier Viltrumites, that's a different question. But if you're just saying average regular Saiyan, and in the Saiyan saga, they're not winning that. They're not winning that.
And a lot of people just don't listen to the arguments because you're talking bad about Dragon Ball and power scaling. People just love to like put Dragon Ball on, like even people talking about like Rimuru versus like Goku. Like people will just be like Goku wins. And people would just be like Goku wins, you know what I mean? And not actually listen to the arguments as to why Goku might not win. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you low key changed my mind right here. Because I was like, okay, he's talking about like I thought you were talking about like just 50 of the strongest Saiyans versus 50 strongest Viltrumites.
No,
I was like, Andy, like Goku's just get like one shot at. But then you're like, no, 50 regular Saiyans, like average Saiyans versus 50 average Viltrumites, or the Viltrumites. That's what I'm saying.
Because even when you like to the Saiyans, right? Like when you look at Super Saiyan, like Super Saiyan is not even all that in the context of the Dragon Ball series, right? But even Super Saiyan, the concept of Super Saiyan was so far out of the realm of possibility that to them it was a fucking like it was a fucking fantasy.
Legend.
The idea that somebody could be Super Saiyan was so far out of the realm of possibility that it was a literal fantasy. It was a legend. It was a myth. It was a story. You know what I mean? So regular Saiyan is not that. You're hearing Saiyan and you're thinking Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan, none of them are Super Saiyans. Like Super Saiyan is like the Joy Boy of fucking of Dragon Ball, bro.
Literally.
It's a legend.
We just think it's not because we've seen like 5 of them, but those 5 are like the rarest Saiyans in history, bro. Like,
exactly.
That shit does not happen, bro. They're literally legend, exactly. And like people like to talk about power levels or the non-canon feats in like the anime. And the wrong thing with power levels, like Piccolo blew up a planet, right, with a power level of 400. So I mean, not a planet, moon with a power level of 400. And the thing with Earthlings is we saw in his fight with Raditz, they control their power levels at will with energy blasts. So you can't just be like anybody with a 400 power level can blow up a balloon, because he's able to concentrate his power more into his hand and be able to raise his power level based off of what he's destroying, like what he did with the special beam cannon. When he did the special beam cannon, his power level raised higher than Raditz's in order to kill Raditz.
Exactly. Power levels can go up and down and up and down depending on the time, depending on the circumstance.
So you can't just be like,
depending on the scenario. It's not like a one and done thing, right?
Yeah.
So and on top of that, blowing up the moon says nothing, because the moon is 1.2% the mass of the Earth. So who cares if you blow up the moon?
Yeah, exactly. Even if you talk about, like, even if you say that, okay, base Saiyans are like, you have 50 moon level Saiyans versus like 50, even if you're talking about surface of the planet level Viltrumites, that's still a better feat than blowing up a moon, being able to wipe out the surface of a planet like that in like 2 seconds from just flying around. You know what I mean? That's better than him just blowing up the moon. And like you said,
all of his fucking key to blow up a moon. Like that's not like, who cares?
Yeah, no, exactly. And
matter of fact, if Viltrumites had key, they would be doing that too. Like,
yeah, facts.
I mean, you can make the argument of them destroying the planet because Saiyans can't survive in space. So,
yeah,
genuinely,
it only takes 3 of them. Apparently,
well, exactly that too, dude. That's crazy. How are you making a whole series about like these characters who, by the time you get to Boo Saga, like Boo's just blowing up galaxies like it's nothing. Like Beerus is like, oh, I can destroy a universe. Actually, Saiyans can't breathe in space. You gotta get over that somehow, bro. We gotta move past that. Like, Saiyans can't breathe in space. What are we talking about? Like, if realistically, with the power that they're at, Goku transforming on Earth should just blow it up because of how strong he is. Like, the reason he doesn't is because he can't breathe in space. We gotta get rid of that, bro. Like, we gotta stop that.
Just don't want him to fly around.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, no, but Andy, I would tend to agree. If we're talking about 50, like, average Saiyans versus...
That's what's crazy. Like, people don't. I literally started my video by saying when people think Saiyan, they instantly think Broly and Goku and Gohan. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about regular Saiyans. I literally said that in the beginning of my video. People are so enslaved to their fucking
comment.
agenda.
What about Broly
that
though?
like they instantly see Saiyan versus Viltrumite without even watching the video. They instantly go to the comments, Cope/L/ratio, Saiyan's winning cry.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Also, like, Bardock's not even your average Saiyan. Like, what are we talking about? Bardock is still stronger than your average Saiyan. So if you're talking, like, the average Saiyans are a lot weaker than people think. That Saiyans that were on, like, Planet Vegeta, they were weak, bro. They were hella weak. Like, Bardock had a power level of, like, 10,000. That's higher, a lot higher than what your average Saiyan was. King Vegeta, too, bro. A lot higher than what your average Saiyan was. Like, what are we yapping about?
The Saiyans being like by default, the Saiyans being sent out on like as like these like special troops by Frieza, that like even they are like significantly above the average Saiyan. So what are you talking about here?
We literally saw fucking Raditz, like, and didn't Raditz call himself, like, elite or something like that? Say he was, like, one of the
elite Saiyan warrior.
Yeah. What are we, and he had a power level of 1,200. What are we talking about here, bro? Like, whose fire alarm was that? Change that? Yeah, it's mine. Shut the fuck up, bro. That's mine. You gotta relax. See, here's a quick story time about the fire alarm. We've been showering with the door open, and the steam gets on the fire alarm because there was a wasp that got in there when when my girlfriend was taking a shower. She literally got out, and there was a wasp on the counter when the door was closed. It got in through the window or through the fucking vents. So now we shower with the door open because I'm not fucking with that shit, bro.
Bro has fire alarm lore.
I do have fire alarm.
Like smoke detector lore.
Yo. But me versus smoke detector, and I have IQ. I'm winning.
Equal everything except IQ, bro.
Equal everything in IQ. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, that's Dragon Ball fans just fucking suck. That's how it is, bro. I fucking hate Dragon Ball fans, and I hate fucking One Piece fans too. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
I don't fuck with fans.
I don't fuck with any of y'all stupid motherfuckers who can't read, bro.
And it's like
Cope ratio.
And it's like it's like any Dragon Ball fan, any topic. I have all the books. I will debate you and I will show you the pages that support what I'm saying in real time. What are we talking about right now? Like
in real time, live.
Cope ratio. I'll have you coping for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, when I go over to your house, rizz up your mother, take her out on a date, and then never call her again, and then having you cope because I broke your mother's heart. Say what's up, bro. I don't understand what we're talking about.
Bro's scared of a wasp. That's why Naruto's better.
I can't argue with that. But me versus Naruto and I have IQ, I win though. What is it? Dude, somebody also asked before. We were in like deep talks. We got like 2 minutes, but they said, what do you guys, can we talk about the economical state of the world right now?
Political state of the world.
Bro, the political state of the world right now is so ass. Like, I don't even want to talk about it on my TikTok because I'm going to get, no, like straight up, I don't even want to talk about it on my TikTok because I'm going to get so pissed.
They said economical state. Here's something. Nintendo says, we're not going to let pre-orders out for the Nintendo Switch 2 because of tariffs. And then they said, we've adjusted some prices. And now the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con 2s are $95 fucking dollars. That's crazy. Your economical state of the fucking world right there. $95 for video game controllers. Get the fuck out of here.
You gotta pay an extra fee just to get a key that lets you play the same game on the Nintendo Switch 2 just to get the graphics of the Nintendo Switch 2. You have to basically buy the game again.
It's ridiculous.
People ask me why I don't play video games, bro. Like, are we serious? Like, I'm
so expensive.
I mean, the industry is getting a little fucked. So.
Oh my god.
I buy the console, I buy the game, then I have to pay to have access to play the game that I paid for.
Bro, I'm still pissed. Games are $70. When did this shit happen?
Mario Kart, the next one is $80. So get ready for another increase, bro. They're going up to $80.
Not buy that. I will not support that. Hell no. I miss being able to look at a $60 game and then that's it.
Yeah,
everything's $75.
Bro said I'm the leader of One Piece fans, acting like I'm not. Hold on, shut the fuck up. Because I try to consistently put fucking reading comprehension into the brains of One Piece fans, bro. I try to talk about it in all aspects of this is what you should be taking out of this series, and people still fucking ignore me. The political implications, the fucking social implications, everything about what the story is supposed to.
Politics into anime?
I will kick the shit out of you, bro. Can we stop bringing politics into One Piece? Can you fucking think?
It's not even political.
Can you think for 2 seconds, bro? It's not even political.
I don't.
Bro just spent 20 years of his life drawing goofy characters hitting each other. That's No type of
Basically, yeah,
complexity,
sure, 100%.
no type of deeper meaning. Just goofy Dr. Seuss characters punching each other. That's it.
There's no lore. There's never been lore.
Guys, what are you doing when Gear 5 Luffy fucking takes the manga page down and then fucking looks out at you and says some shit, bro? Like, what are we doing as fucking anime
Honestly,
fans, bro?
that's not even ridiculous. That's not even ridiculous.
It's not
Because
ridiculous to say that.
we've seen like characters break the fourth wall hella. Like even in Dragon Ball, like they do that shit. So
Imagine
that's
he
not even
fucking
ridiculous.
The
just-
literal manga page.
Takes the page down and be like,
I don't
yo,
know. We're cooked. Because now that means he exists.
I would say
That means he's on a higher dimensional scale to
I'd
us.
say him give us equal stats except IQ, and then I'll solo him. Simple.
He said, let me end this manga real quick.
all right, and with that, we've reached an hour. We're gonna start. We have to start
I mean,
extending
Wi-Fi
this to
didn't
like
die.
6 hours, bro. You have looked the cleanest Wi-Fi wise I've ever seen in my entire life. This was fantastic, bro. You
Looked
did
out
not
amazing.
buffer once. That shit was hot. You know what I mean? That shit was hot. All right, y'all. Nerd Daddy, Burns, ND. Find us all on TikTok. Find us on TikTok at triplenexus.podcast. You know what it is to look for the clips. All
What
the
it
bitches who are
is.
watching the TikTok clips, like, go follow the fucking YouTube. What's up with the clips getting 30,000 views and we have 1,000 subscribers? Go subscribe, dumb
Go
fuck.
sub.
You like the
you
video
talking
so
about?
much. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, relax. Thank you guys for joining us so much. Next week, we'll probably be back to like 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying? It's just Easter. Happy Easter to all who celebrate.
Sure.
And I hope we see you guys next week. Peace out.
Next week we'll talk about